Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that will make your skin crawl. Imagine this. You're trapped in a deserted hospital, the power's out, and you're not alone. Our story begins with Dr. Lewis and Mia, two survivors who thought they had found a safe place. That is, until they found Ethan. They found him lying on the floor, his eyes wide open, his skin a deathly pale. Just as they thought he was gone, his hand twitched. Then his entire body jerked up in a way that just wasn't natural. In a broken, raspy voice, he whispered, "Don't go inside." And then he lunged. This wasn't any zombie you've seen in movies. His movements were lightning fast, twisted and contorted, as if some invisible puppeteer was yanking his bones around. Mia let out a blood-curdling scream. Dr. Lewis, thinking fast, grabbed the nearest fire extinguisher and brought it down hard on Ethan's head. Silence. But it was a heavy, terrifying silence. And in that quiet, they heard it, a low guttural growl coming from room 404. Against their better judgment, they ran towards the sound. The door to room 404 was slightly ajar, the lights inside flickering ominously, and there on the bed lay a patient. But this was no ordinary patient. His body was a grotesque patchwork, stitched together like a monstrous quilt. With glowing green fluid pulsing through his veins, Dr. Lewis could only whisper in horror, "This is impossible. This is the secret government experiment. This is Patient Zero." As if on cue, Patient Zero's body shot upright. He opened his mouth, but what came out wasn't a human sound. It was a deafening, reality-shattering scream that caused every window in the hospital to explode. But it did more than just break glass. That single scream was a signal, a call to arms for the dead. Down in the morgue, it awoke every single body. Soon the hallways were filled with the sounds of footsteps, growls, and the sickening snap of bones. The hospital had just become a war zone. Mia and Lewis sprinted for their lives through the labyrinthine corridors. The hospital staff they once knew, nurses, doctors, even other patients, were now a horde of infected monsters. Some crawled on the ceilings like spiders. Others ran on all fours like rabid animals. A few of them could even smell their fear. A small zombie child, impossibly fast, latched onto Mia's leg. She kicked it away, tears streaming down her face, crying out, "Doctor, we're not going to make it out of here alive." Lewis managed to pry the elevator doors open, a desperate last resort. But just as they scrambled inside, the power died completely, plunging them into absolute darkness. And in that suffocating black, a pair of glowing eyes appeared right in front of them. "Mia, run," Lewis screamed. They scrambled up the emergency stairwell, finally reaching the rooftop, their only hope for escape. But the horde was right behind them, a tidal wave of undead filling the stairs. As the zombies closed in, Mia's hand found a flare gun in an emergency kit. Lewis, seeing the massive oxygen tanks on the roof, had a crazy idea. Fire it at the tanks. He yelled over the groans of the dead. Mia hesitated, shouting back, "This will destroy the whole hospital." Lewis's voice was filled with desperation. It's the only way to stop Patient Zero. With no other choice, she aimed and fired. The flare hit its mark. The entire hospital erupted in a colossal fireball, a funeral pyre for the undead. The building collapsed in on itself, and Mia was thrown by the blast. She survived, just barely. As she slowly opened her eyes, bruised and battered, she saw something that made her blood run cold. Leading away from the inferno was a set of footprints scorched into the ground. And they weren't human. Patient Zero had escaped. What do you think happened next? Where did Patient Zero go? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more. See you next time.